This is Bad Boys Pilipinas. Hello mga kalaro, Chief Bisdak Joel Parcon here. So the NBA Draft Lottery was this past week and yet again, the Detroit Pistons have been screwed over, dropping 2 spots from potentially landing a top 3 pick in the upcoming NBA Draft. Aside from last year, when the Pistons were awarded the number 1 pick in the Cade Cunningham sweepstakes, the Pistons probably have the worst luck in either maintaining their position or going up in the draft order in recent years. Not that it would have helped, as the front office during those years missed out on players such as, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell, 2 young impact players who thought they'd be in Detroit in their respective draft classes. Well, I just have to say, though, that I think that the Pistons drop was sort of the result of them getting another former number 2 pick in last year's trade deadline who has sort of panned out for them, Marvin Bagley III. Had we not acquired MB3, I think the ping pong balls might have had a better chance at giving us another top 3 pick. Now, when asked about their drop, Pistons GM Troy Weaver said that he's okay with it, and that if the draft were the next day, the team would have options to pick an impact player. Because of this, and the reason I just pointed out, I myself am also not as dismayed as I thought I would be with a team dropping. In the past couple of years, Weaver has steered the franchise towards the right direction, making shrewd moves to amass young talent and gain financial flexibility. The draft of Cunningham, along with Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, and yes, even Killian Hayes, as well as the acquisition of young vets like Jeremy Grant, Hamidou Diallo, and most recent pickup Bagley III, are reassuring to a long-time Pistons fan like myself because it tells me that he's building the team the right way. Looking at the lineup right now, I think that the most glaring needs of the team are at the center and guard positions. While Beef Stew has been great at times, his lack of size gets really disadvantageous when he goes up against the likes of 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, and other big dominant centers like them. At the guard position, the team has had to settle for Coach Casey's guy, Corey Joseph, playing with Cade should have been the Rookie of the Year, Cunningham, because, well, Killian Hayes was really just a little too timid and hasn't really quite developed a dependable offense. But I actually also believe in the school of thought that in a rookie draft, you always get the best talent available instead of the best fit. Everything else, that can be figured out later on. The Pistons were just lucky that last year, the best talent available and the best fit for the Pistons were actually the same guy. And just as a side rant about the Rookie of the Year results, I still think that Cade should have won that crystal ball. Yes, I really do. But the voters decided that a team's win-loss record needed to factor into the determination of the awardee, and thus, yet another instance of the Pistons being screwed over by the league. Before I go on a tirade about the injustice of Cade not winning Rookie of the Year, let me go back to the subject at hand, the draft lottery and draft prospects for the Pistons. In the upcoming episodes of Bad Boys Pilipinas, I will take a look at the different potential options for the Pistons for the upcoming draft. This will include taking a look at around 4 or 5 draft prospects for the team. Right now, I'm seeing mock drafts giving the Pistons either Jaden Ivey, Keegan Murray, Benedict Mathurin, and even Shadon Sharp. So I'll probably focus mostly on those guys. But I'll also take a look at others who might warrant the peak. Now, because I don't necessarily follow US college hoops or other leagues where these draft prospects might be coming from, I will rely heavily on other draft scouting reports on the potential draft picks for the team. Now, for some episodes, I might even invite some friends who know more about these prospects to give their opinions. If you would like to join in on an episode, just hit me up in the comment section. Also, just to be clear, I said I'm gonna look at options, which doesn't necessarily mean I'm only going to look at who the Pistons can draft from this draft class. I'm also going to devote an episode for other options that the Pistons have with their number 5 pick. And that's it for this episode of Bad Boys Pilipinas. As always, if you liked the video, click on the like button. Also, consider subscribing to the Laro-Laro Lang channel and tap the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload something new. Check out our other videos on the channel as well. We have other shows such as Laro-Laro Lang, where the Sportitos interview local sports personalities. We also have the Council of Titos, a weekly review show on my favorite reality TV show and social experiment, Survivor. This has been Chief Bisdak, Joel Parcon. Until next time, stay safe. Bye. This is Bad Boys Pilipinas.